Hi there, welcome to MTurk Guide. Today I'm doing a tutorial during the day, which is not my usual thing. I usually do them at night when the house is a little bit quieter. So if you do get some background noise, I apologize for that. But there was a couple of hits that I've posted today that I quickly wanted to go over kind of in real time. I didn't prepare any slides or anything. I'm going to be going off the cuff here based on my memory and what I'm reading on these hits. But I have done both these hits before. They are pretty popular. They're from the same requester. The name is Anthony Ortiz. And I'm quickly going to go over them for you. I know a few people are interested in doing them. So starting with the good and bad image, Anthony Ortiz, there are no qualifications, so this is good for newbies. He has a great TO. I've never had issues with him. So let's take a look at the good and bad image hit and see if we can walk through it, and hopefully I can provide some information for you. Just be aware these do tend to go quickly once people see them. They've been hanging around the moment right now, but I noticed they've been dropping, at a decent clip. And with 1,700 left, that those can go in a heartbeat. So you're probably going to want to pan to these if it's something you want to work on. It's got a nice long timer for what it is, 60 minutes, plenty of time for you to do really multiples of them. The reward is a cent. It's not, going to make you rich, but if you have an opportunity to sit down and do a whole bunch of them through a Panda, it'll add up. And if you're a new-ish or new Turker, this will help you build numbers in a safe way. The other piece, and you might have saw it when I had it in the preview mode, is that the auto approval time is 8 hours. So I haven't gone into great depth about auto approval, but the summary version is that if the requester does not action the hits within 8 hours, so in this case he set it to 8 hours, they'll automatically approve. And with the numbers I think he dropped about 4,000 to start, maybe more. Don't quote me on that, but when I logged on, I saw it was 4,000, which means there's no way this guy's going to personally, manually look at each and every hit and approve or reject them. So with that in mind, I think overall it's a pretty good hit. I will say that the instructions are pretty succinct and pretty informational. I don't think there's a lot of fluff there. I will caution you, if you are a outside of US worker, some of the food terminology might not be familiar to you. I know when these first came out, there were a few Turkers who maybe, I don't know if they were from the Philippines or India. Either way, they weren't US or Canada based, and some of the terminology was kind of throwing them for a loop. So if the terminology isn't working for you, you may want to shy away from these, because if you don't have the time to either, or you don't want to take the time to look it up because it is a 1 cent hit, or you don't have a way to quickly ascertain whether you understand what they're asking for, then it becomes a little risky. And that comes down to your own personal qualification. It's very, North America centric in terms of the terminology they're using. So I'll put that out there as a caveat. But as he says, you must read the instructions carefully, which I tell people always do. Bad images are images that include food items other than the food category that they're looking for. Okay. So he's got image examples in all of the, sorry, that was did not mean to do that. I apologize. He's got image examples. And so let me see if I drag and drop it. Sometimes you click on a link, it doesn't work as well. There we go. Okay. So I would drag and drop that link instead of clicking on it, because I don't think the redirect has it in a new window. But anyway, so, say they're asking for broccoli here, and this is the picture you get. Yeah, broccoli's right here, but all this other stuff is here. And that includes if there's stuff on a plate, like if you want French fries and there's French fries and a burger and this and that, that's a no, that's a bad image. They're really looking for just what they asked for, and that's it. Next, images not related to the food category at all are bad images. So again, here they're asking for apples, and that's an apple, but it's not a food apple in the truest sense of a food apple. So there's that kind of, you've got to make a little bit of a decision there. But again, it should be clear. images that are not real pictures. So cartoons, clip art, things of that. There's a clip art apple. That would be a bad one. Images that are blurry or low quality. I mean, that should be pretty self-explanatory. That, or if they're blurry, look like the camera was moving, or they're heavily shaded, to the point where you can't really ascertain what the food is, or it wouldn't be obvious to everybody. I think I said this one, but images showing multiple food items belonging to other categories, even if they include the right category. So, roasted turkey results in an image of a Thanksgiving table with a platter of roasted turkey and many other side dishes. So they're asking for roasted turkey here. And yeah, there's roasted turkey right there, but these other plates with all this other stuff. So that's a bad image. If it was just that turkey, you would be good. Images showing the food category in a market container or bottle. So in this case, they're asking for applesauce, and it's going to be, I'm going to guess, in a container. So that's not good. You don't want that. So not in the container. Images with the food category item out of focus. So in this case, we're back to apples, and that's not really the focus of the picture. I think the focus of the picture is the girl. So again, they're really just looking for the item that they're asking for, and that item only, to be the star of the photo. Okay, sorry. Images, we already said out of focus. Images of plants are bad images. I don't think you meant to say bad twice. This is pretty, self-explanatory. Sometimes you'll see olive trees or almond trees. Again, although those are food items, they're the plants or the trees, so you want to mark that as bad. So further on, each food category will be shown at the beginning of each image. If an image has any of the attributes listed above, please label this image as bad. Otherwise, label it as good. Read the instructions carefully. Bad work will get you blocked and reported to Amazon Mechanical Turk. So what they're saying is that if you continue to give erroneous data, that they will block you using hard blocks instead of qualifications, which is their right to do. I have not heard of anybody getting blocked by him. I think, as I've discussed this before, there are people out there that will just go through and, every second they'll click, or they have some sort of automated bot click either good or bad, and they're not getting it right, and they're giving the requester bad data. That doesn't reflect well on anybody. And so somebody like that who's doing that type of work, deserves to be blocked. But I've not heard yet of anybody who was doing good, honest work getting blocked by this particular requester. I'm not saying it hasn't happened, but I have not heard of it yet within my circle. Alrighty, so I don't know if they're going to be all gone or close to all gone when I go through it, but I'll bang through a few for you just so you can see it. In this case, we've got banana muffin, and I can see because there's some writing on, or some watermarking going on here, that these are banana carrot muffins. This is a gray area. I could look at this and say, yeah, this is a banana muffin. It's not apparent to me that that there's carrot in there. I think this one could go either way. So I'm going to say good. That's my prerogative to say, but somebody else may say it's bad. You can err on the side of caution on that one. Absolutely. And there we go. These are actually now, all gone, because I was sitting there talking through them. I believe it's all gone unless they're throttling them. So let's see. Let us see here. Nope, they're all gone. Okay. So hopefully they'll come back. He does tend to drop numerous batches when he does drop them. So we got one done at least. Okay, so we'll go on to the tag and image. Similarly, there's no qualification, and it says, please view and confirm tags for an image provided and add if possible. This one, I'll be completely transparent about it. I actually don't feel that this one is worth doing for 1 cent. The auto approval is 3 days, which tells me he's probably planning on looking at them a little closer. These have been hanging around for, I think, at least 5 days or so now. And I don't feel they're as clear as the other hits. So what I will do, I believe I have the Panda link for the ones that I just did. So if I have it, I will put it in the description of this video, and you can go ahead and put it into your Turk Master Panda Crazy and collect the other ones. These ones are going to be up when I am done. They'll still be probably 4,600 and some odd still up. So anyways, let's quickly go through the instructions, and I'll talk through what I do know. I haven't done a lot of these, so I'm kind of a little bit of a newbie to these as well. So let me see if I can push this through the MTurk translator, if you will. Okay, so the task is to confirm food tags associated with an image and add tags that are not listed. Each image will be associated with food tags that might be presented in it. However, some of these tags are wrong. Therefore, we need you to check that the tags are correct. You should add tags that are not listed separately, separated by a comma. Next to each food tag will be a checkbox, unchecked by default. Check the box only if the food tag is correct. Okay, so what happens is that they give you this picture of something. I don't know what this is. That looks like caramel, and maybe that's some sort of ice cream, and that looks like a piece of a tree to me, but what do I know? I never claimed to be to have a sophisticated palate or be a foodie. But okay, so, again, this is where I argue that for a scent, this is probably going to require too much research for me to feel comfortable. You could always do the search Google for the image. You know, I don't know. You know what I mean? There's no other, I'm not seeing any images of it, anything similar. So I would be, somewhat nervous on this one. But in theory, if I looked at this and I said, okay, I definitely see caramel, and I knew for sure it was a custard, and, it's a dessert, although I am unclear if that's the type of, I guess it's the type of tags that he wants. See, this is where I struggle with this one a lot because I just don't think it's clear enough. So if you're going to dive into these, I would suggest possibly contacting him to make sure that you fully understand it. If you're going to do any more than a couple, you could also just do, a couple and see if they get approved quickly or not. Let me just skip around. I mean, actually, you just saw that. I think that number went up by 2 as I was doing that. So, okay, this one I know a little bit better. These are deviled eggs. So let's, I think they're deviled eggs. Yeah. Okay. All right. Yeah, I feel a little better about this one, so I'll take a chance. We'll accept it. You can tell I'm not overly thrilled about these ones, but people, if people want to do them, more power to you. My risk tolerance is this one's not for me. It's not clear enough for me, but all right. So these are deviled eggs. At least they appear to be deviled eggs. I don't know how I would know otherwise. So I would definitely say that eggs are involved. So I'm going to add egg. Sorry. So I need, Okay, egg separated by a comma. And then from there, it's kind of like how do you make deviled eggs? I know my husband makes them with, the egg, some mustard. I think he puts some paprika in there. These ones look like they've got some maybe scallions or green onions, maybe some bacon bits of some sort. I mean, the picture is not very high quality. So, egg, I could say mustard, let's say green onion. Okay, and then going through pancake, no, banana, no, bread, apple, potato, no, butter, cinnamon, cheese, no, cream, chips, pumpkin, cookie, pecan, pizza, peanut, chocolate, toast, peanut butter, bacon, cream cheese. So none of the above. I'm going to stick with, maybe there's bacon bits on there. That could be a bacon bit. I'm going to go with a bacon bit. We'll call it bacon. And that's what I see. Again, I'm not 100% comfortable with this one, but I think that gives you an idea. My suggestion to you would be to skip around by hitting the skip button at the top until you get a picture that you're comfortable with. If you want to do these, don't try to dig into pictures that aren't obvious what it is to you. In this case, this appears to be some sort of salad with, I see peppers, looks like cucumbers, tomatoes. I see some olives. That might be cottage cheese, some salad dressing. So again, I'm not going to go too far into this with you, but if those, you could skip around. Again, the skip button, sorry, is right here. So you could keep skipping until you found a picture that you like, that you understand, and then you can go ahead and accept the hit from there. So that's how I would handle these ones. Again, these are ribs, I guess. I don't know. So that's how I would handle those. There is other stuff out there today, although today isn't necessarily super duper busy. I will hopefully find some other items for you all to work on, but hopefully you can get that Panda link for Ortiz up on the other hits and pull in a few of those to help pad your numbers. And if you want to try these ones, by all means try them, but definitely pick pictures that you're familiar with. Don't try to go out on a limb on this one. So as usual, I appreciate you joining. I realized today was sort of unscripted and me talking on the fly. Appreciate you joining. Please comment, like, subscribe, share, talk to me. As always, I appreciate you joining. Thanks, everybody. Have a great turkey day.